When you ignore resonance, you generate dissonance. Think about it like this. When a guitar string is tuned properly, one pluck can make the whole instrument hum. But when it's out of tune, when you ignore resonance, it's like nails on a chalkboard. And the kicker, that dissonance doesn't just sit there, it spreads. It fucks up the whole song. You already know this. You've felt it when someone talks to you and the words are right, but the vibe is wrong. You nod, but inside your gut is screaming, bullshit. That's dissonance. And if you ignore it, your nervous system keeps the bill. It costs you trust, energy, even health. Now chunk down to the details. Imagine a kid stacking blocks. When the blocks line up straight, the tower resonates with balance. It grows tall. But ignore the wobble, the resonance between pieces, crash, frustration, tears. That's life. Ignore resonance in your career, your relationships, your body, and the fucking tower falls. Chunk up to the big picture. Societies are orchestras. If governments ignore the resonance of the people's needs, the dissonance becomes riots, revolutions, collapses. Nature ignores resonance, and ecosystems collapse. Same principle everywhere. Resonance is coherence. Dissonance is entropy. Here's a parable. A monk was sweeping leaves. His apprentice said, "Why bother? The wind will just blow more." The monk replied, "If I ignore resonance with the moment, the dissonance lives inside me, not just in the garden." Translation: the act of aligning, tuning, listening. That's the resonance. Ignore it, and you build static in your chest, knots in your stomach. Let me reframe this with science. Your brain has mirror neurons. They literally tune in to the people around you. If you ignore the resonance of body language, tone, energy, you create cognitive dissonance. That tension triggers cortisol, stress, fight or flight. Ignore it long enough, you burn out, get sick, feel fucking dead inside. But when you resonate, oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, flow states, creativity, longevity. You literally live longer when you live in tune. How do you already do this? You smile back when someone smiled. You matched a friend's pace when walking. You've dropped your voice softer when a baby is sleeping. That's resonance. You've been doing it since birth. How can you do it more? By listening, not just with words, but to vibrations, tone, rhythm, breath. By asking, what would bring harmony here? Instead of pushing harder, you soften or shift. Instead of ignoring the wobble in the blocked tower, you adjust. So why is it important? Because life is vibration. That's physics. Everything's frequency. Resonance amplifies power. Dissonance cancels it. If you want to be a leader, a lover, a creator, you better learn to tune. Now here's the karma. Ignore resonance in your marriage. That silence between you grows into divorce papers. Ignore resonance in your health. That ache in your chest grows into a heart attack. Ignore resonance in your work. That boredom becomes depression. But honor resonance. You create harmony. A partner who trusts you. A body that hums with energy. A career that feels like music instead of noise. Why are you afraid of resonance? Because resonance means vulnerability. To resonate, you have to feel. and you were taught feelings are dangerous. You fear people's reactions. What if they think I'm weird, too much, too soft? But listen, dissonance is louder than vulnerability. People don't reject resonance, they crave it. What they reject is fakery, force, and false notes. Ignoring resonance is just a misguided way of trying to protect yourself from overwhelm. But ironically, it creates more overwhelm. Dissonance isn't just discomfort. It's a feedback system. Like your body screaming, tune the fuck in. When you embrace resonance, you don't just avoid dissonance, you unlock flow, alignment, synchronicity. Resonance, it's like surfing the wave. Ignore it. You're swallowing salt water, dragged under. Now picture the future. You ignore resonance. You're in meetings where no one listens. Marriages that rot. Health that breaks. You feel like a fucking alien in your own skin. You embrace resonance. You walk into rooms and people light up. You speak and hearts align. You live longer, love deeper, create stronger. The world bends in your favour because you're no longer fighting it. You're vibrating with it. So here's the truth smack. Life is not asking if you want resonance. It's demanding it. Ignore resonance. You get dissonance. That's the law, like gravity. And just like ignoring gravity lands you flat on your ass, ignoring resonance lands you in chaos. So tune in, match, align, feel. Let resonance guide you, and dissonance becomes your teacher, not your jailer. That's the skill, that's the science, that's the karma. And the conclusion: ignore resonance, you generate dissonance. Honor resonance, you generate harmony. And harmony is where life sings.